Hey, Ross, are you there? I'm really sorry, but I have something that I kind of really need to talk to you about.
Oh, hey, Betty. Sure. What's on your mind? Is everything okay?
Well, you see, the thing is that I was kind of wanting to decorate the Christmas tree. I was taking the tree out of the box so that I could start to set it up and all, but then the base just snapped, and I think it's broken beyond repair now.
Oh no, that really sucks. We have been using that tree for several years now. But I guess that means that we're probably due for getting a new one, and that this was only a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, it lasted a really long time when you think about how cheaply we got it for all those years ago.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I guess now I'll have to go out and get a new one. I'll probably do that this weekend.
Is that really okay? You're not going to be busy with other things to be able to do that.
Yeah, well, it kind of sounds like if I don't, then we won't even have a Christmas tree this year. Although, since I'm going to be buying a new one, I was thinking of going for an even bigger one. After all, we bought that first one when we were living in a much smaller place. Besides, I feel like Pearl would really enjoy having a bigger Christmas tree in the house.
Yeah, I think she would have a lot of fun with so much more room to hang out decorations and ornaments and all of that. So, yeah, please do pick out a good tree that we're going to be able to count on for a few years like the last one. I have a good feeling for this Christmas. In fact, I feel like I've been seeing a bunch of really cutely decorated Christmas trees all over social media lately.
Well, if there's one thing that you've seen at the store that you've kind of had your eyes on, you can always tell me and I'll get it for you. But yeah, I guess it really is almost Christmas now. The music might have started over a month ago, but now the spirit is really in the air.
You know, of all the holidays that pass by in a year, I think that Christmas really is my favorite one. Everyone puts up lights and shiny decorations, and it's just so romantic, wouldn't you agree?
I think it's probably a much more romantic holiday than some people would like to give it credit for being. It's probably the women and the children who get the most of Christmas every year, if I had to guess.
Well, what can I say? Who doesn't like getting presents while surrounded by beautiful decorations?
Yeah, I really can't argue with that logic.
But you know that Christmas isn't all about the presents. I mean, it's a holiday that happens during the cold winter when we barely get any daylight. So Christmas is like this warm, burning little candle in the middle of a dark snowstorm that makes things feel like home.
Wow, I don't think I've ever heard you speak about anything quite like that.
Well, it's true, isn't it? I think Christmas really is just such a magical time of year. I really want to make our house look good for this one.
Well, I'm glad that you're looking forward to it this much. I was actually thinking about what we're going to do about a Christmas dinner. But then again, I guess I'm the type of guy to always have food on my mind.
Well, I'm sure that we'll be able to think of a really good menu for this year. Maybe we can even buy a nice bottle of wine to make it extra special.
Hey, that sounds really good to me. In fact, since I'm not even going to be working around the holidays, how do you feel about going out somewhere? I know that you're always talking about wanting to check out those Christmas markets, isn't that right?
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, they do look fun. But I think that it's just way too cold for me to actually want to go out for them.
Oh, really? Are you sure? I feel like you were saying a lot about how badly you wanted to go out to them this year.
And I really did think that I would have wanted to when I said all of that. But then I was asking my friends for their opinions on it, and they said it really wasn't worth it. They all said that it was too cold and that there really wasn't all that much for kids to do there. Not only that, but it's just so packed and everything is being sold at a huge markup.
Oh, I see. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, I guess maybe it's better if we don't go after all. But I don't know. It would be fun to go out and do something special for Christmas, you know?
I know what you mean, but the thing about Christmas is that I think everybody has the same exact idea as you do about that. If you don't make reservations or buy things quickly, you'll lose your chance.
Yeah, I guess that really is a good point. Although I really did think that it would be nice to take Pearl out to do something special.
Oh, I know that it sounds fun, but just think of all the trouble we'll have actually taking her somewhere. Besides, I think she'd hate to be taken somewhere with big crowds.
Yeah, that's another good point.
That's why I think that it might be best if we all just stay at home this year and make our house somewhere special to be. I mean, why waste all the time, money, and effort going out somewhere that's overcrowded and overpriced? I know that we'll be able to have our own fun at home.
Okay, Betty, I don't think you need to say anything else because I think I'm sold. Let's just stay in this year and do something nice, just the three of us.
I'm so happy that you agree with me on this, Ross. And since we're saving money by not going out, maybe we could splurge a little on a Christmas dinner menu. I know a really good place that makes some amazing cookies that we could pick up for dessert. And if we want more, we can always put some out for Santa later.
I think I remember you telling me about this store, but didn't you say that it was pretty expensive?
Yeah, but it's okay to spend a bit of money on stuff like that now and then, right? I mean, Christmas only comes once a year.
That is true, although people normally throw parties and stuff for New Year's as well.
Okay, so there's 2 big blowout holidays right next to each other in the calendar. Are you really going to tell me we can just splurge on Christmas? I saw an ad for this bakery while I was out with Pearl, and she was going on and on about how good the cookies on the post looked. I think it's a pretty good-looking bakery, and even if it is expensive, it's not like you're not paying for quality.
Well, okay then. If Pearl says that those cookies are what she wants, then I say that we got them. She's always talking about how happy she is when the school happens to give her cookies with lunch.
What can I say except that our little girl really, really likes her sweets? But, okay, if you're okay with it, I'll go ahead and call in an order for them. I just hope that they can bake them in time for Christmas.
Please do that. I'll go out and find us a new tree to put up as well. This is going to be really great.
Ross, did you see all the snow that's been falling today? It just won't stop. It's really piling up.
I know, and here I was wondering when it was finally going to start to fall. It must have been a few years ago when we last get this much coming down, right?
I know, right? I wonder if this snowfall is enough to break any records or anything like that.
Well, if somebody was dreaming of a white Christmas, it seems like they're getting their wish. But man, am I glad that I thought to ask this time off for work. I would have been so depressed being in the office on a day like this.
Yes, well, I'm sorry that you couldn't get out of doing all the work since I asked you to scrape the snow out of the driveways. Sorry about that.
You don't have anything to apologize about at all. Besides, I was just thinking that I could use a little bit of exercise.
Oh, really? So you mean you think that you're going to be able to get the whole house?
Well, I think I'm actually just about done cleaning up the front.
Oh, wow. You must be so tired after all of that, right? I mean, isn't it cold outside? You should hurry up and finish so that you can get back inside. I'll boil some water and put some nice hot tea on so it's ready when you're back.
Oh yes, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. Especially since I was also going to do the neighbor's piece as well.
Oh, really? Did they ask you for some help with their snow as well?
No, they didn't ask me to do anything like that. I just thought I'd do it. After all, you know that it's just that old couple that live next to us, and I don't want them straining themselves.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, that is really, really kind of you to do that for them without them asking you to.
I was just going to do their driveway and the walkway from the front door. Nothing too crazy.
Well, either way, I think that's very nice of you. You didn't have to do that, you know. But then again, that couple is always so kind, giving us fresh vegetables from their garden. I suppose it's good that we're doing this so that at least we don't seem ungrateful or anything like that.
I mean, it certainly is another reason to be doing this for them. But I think that the snow might have gotten yet because it's a bit hard. I'm actually glad that I'm doing this for them, since I'm not sure that they'd have the strength for it. Besides, I would just hate it if one of them fell and hurt their hip like I did clearing the snow out last year.
Yes, please do be careful, Ross. I don't want to have to take another trip to the hospital so close to Christmas this year. We've been looking forward to our party so much. So please don't hurt yourself. Just think of how upset Pearl would be.
Don't worry, I laced up my snow boots tight and I'm being extra careful about my balance. By the way, how are the preparations for Christmas dinner coming along?
I think I finally made all the special orders that I need to. Now I'll just have to wait for the day of to do all the cutting and cooking.
Nice, that's great. And what about the cookies? Did you manage to get those?
I'm actually on my way to the bakery right now to get them. I told Pearl to wait at the house since I'd be back before long. But man, everything is just so packed right now. I mean, I'm glad I took the bus since I'd just be stuck in traffic anyways, but wow.
Got it. I guess I'll make sure to take care if I need to go into town for anything. How are the roads there? Pretty icy?
I saw one accident from the window, but I think most people are slowing down and driving more carefully. I should be home before long.
Great. Well, if you want, I can go and pick you up from the bus stop.
You don't have to worry about that. I mean, it's only a short walk away from the house anyways. Besides, I could also use a bit of exercise with how much time we've been at home.
Oh, right. Well, I guess it's a good thing you took the bus, because I bet finding parking down there is just a mess.
Oh yes, I definitely made the right call doing this. But anyways, good luck with the rest of the snow, and thank you for getting our neighbor's house too.
Yup, just leave it to me. By the way, did you check out our supply of firewood before you left?
I did. I think that we're going to be fine. But yeah, I shouldn't be more than a few hours, so just sit tight.
Great. I hope you're able to get everything done that you need to do. Well, I'll just be here waiting for you.
Daddy, where are you right now?
Oh, Pearl, are you still up? I thought that your mom put you down for a nap. Did you just wake up from that nap now? You can really sleep.
I know, but it's already dark outside now. Where did you go, Daddy?
I'm just at the next house over. You know, the nice sweet old couple. They need some help cleaning the snow from their driveway, so I'm just giving them a hand. You can just wait in the house for me, and I'll get back soon enough, okay?
Okay, that sounds good. What about Mom? Where's she? She told me she was going to run some errands before my nap.
Yeah, your mom is out getting the food that we're going to be having for Christmas dinner. But it's a little far, and with the icy roads, it's just going to be a little bit before she gets back.
But isn't it already pretty late? Have you tried calling to ask where she is? I sent her some messages, but she hasn't responded to me.
Well, I guess now that you mentioned it, it is pretty late.
I mean, when Mom left to run these errands, it was still before lunch. Isn't that right?
You know what? I think you're right. I wonder if she got held up in a traffic jam or something.
I hope that Mom is okay. You really have no idea where she is right now?
I mean, I know that she's out running errands, and I really don't think there's any need to worry. But I'll try to call your mom and figure this out, okay? You just watch TV or something and hang tight.
I'm already watching TV, but now I'm really bored. And I'm hungry too, Daddy. Can I have a snack right now?
Well, I think that your mom is going to come back with a lot of tasty stuff for us to eat, so you just hold on. You don't want to fill up on snacks and miss out on your mom's really special cooking, right? Because a little birdie told me that your mom would also be bringing back some really tasty cookies.
Oh, really? Well, okay. Well, I guess in that case, I can wait for Mom to come back.
That's my girl. You just hang on a little longer. I bet your mom is already almost home.
Did you already try to call her, Daddy?
Yes, actually, I just tried right now, but she didn't pick up. Although she took the bus, so maybe she doesn't want to be rude.
Hey, Daddy, I think Mommy is on TV right now.
Wait, what? What do you mean? You see someone that looks like Mom on the news?
No, it really is Mom, and she's with some man. It's on Channel 4 right now.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to ask to borrow our neighbor's TV really quick, then I'll be right home.
Hey, you've really been trying to get a hold of me, huh? Well, I'm sorry that I was away from my phone, but I'm here now. What's up?
So you finally noticed that I've been trying to call and text you this whole time, huh?
I really am sorry. I was fine up until I got into the bakery, and then all of a sudden I just felt so flushed, and then I passed out. Next thing I knew, I was waking up in the hospital. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to contact you until then, but the doctors say that I'm okay and I'm heading home now. I really am sorry for keeping you all waiting, though. I bet that Pearl is really hungry, huh?
I don't really think that that's what you need to be worried about right now. But it sounds like you've had a really busy day. I mean, you've even managed to go out and see all the Christmas lights with your boyfriend, right?
Sorry, what? My boyfriend? What do you mean by that? I told you that I was just going into town to get those cookies.
I mean, that is the excuse that you gave me for what you were doing, yes? But I know that you were actually out enjoying a lovely little winter date, weren't you? You looked really happy holding that man's hand, you know. It looks like you two get along quite well. Did you guys plan to be wearing matching scarves, or was that just a coincidence?
Ross, I really have no idea what you're talking about at all. Did you see me while I was out or something?
You know, if you're going to be going out on a date with a man that's not your husband, you've really got to be more careful about who sees you. I mean, just because you're out of the house doesn't mean that you're invisible, you know?
Where did you see me? I want you to stop with these little games and explain yourself right now to me.
If you really want to know, you were picked up by a TV camera collecting B-roll of people walking around. It was broadcast live, so everyone was able to see you out on your little date.
There were cameras out on the street, but I had no idea. I didn't even see any.
If you really want to know the truth, Pearl was the one who saw you on the TV first and told me to turn it on. At first I thought that Pearl had been seeing things, but then I found out that she was right and that it was you after all. You were just pretending to go out and run all these errands, all so that you can do this.
No, wait, you don't understand. Ross, it really isn't what it looks like at all, I swear. You have to believe that we're just friends, and that's it. I just happened to run into him. And then the light display happened to be nearby, so we just thought that we'd go is all.
Oh, really? Wow, you two must be really close friends. I mean, do you walk around holding hands with all your guy friends? Either that, or you're just really bad at lying. I can't believe you tried to tell me that you were in the hospital.
I'm so sorry about this, Ross. I promise that once I get home, I'll explain everything.
Oh, I think before that, I'd rather know the truth about this guy. After all, I thought he looked quite familiar. I'm pretty sure that I've met him before.
Well, he does live in our neighborhood.
Wait a second. Now that I think, where I've seen him from, this guy has a kid who goes to school with Pearl, right?
Yes, that's right. That's where I know him from.
I don't believe it. What were you thinking? Didn't you even stop to consider how this might affect Pearl? I mean, how do you think she's going to act when she realizes that her mother is having an affair with the father of her friends from school? And that's to say nothing of this guy's kid as well. How could you even think about doing something like this?
I really am so sorry about this, Ross, but I knew that people would get upset if word got out, so I just had to keep things a secret.
I don't even know what to say to that. You're acting as if you had no role in keeping this up yourself. Do you really care about what you have this man that much?
I don't know, Ross. I can't answer that for you yet.
Are you kidding me right now, Betty?
I like him, but I was so worried about what was going to happen with our family if this kept on. And with Christmas coming up, well, I just wanted to see him just once.
That doesn't make any sense at all. You're not some animal just working off instinct. You have agency in this.
I know, but all the lights and the decorations and how cold it is.
I can't even believe that these are the best excuses you can come up with for cheating on me. But you can go ahead and forget about coming home tonight or ever. If you want to spend Christmas with this man more than your family, then that's just fine. But I hope you know that you and I are getting divorced. After that, I told Pearl that there were going to be a change of plans and we were going to have Christmas with my parents instead. She was happy to see her grandma and grandpa, but we didn't get where her mom was. When Pearl and I did come back home, Betty was there waiting for me and she was crying, begging me to forgive her. I told her that I wasn't in the mood for her antics and that I had just wanted the divorce. When it was all said and done, I even managed to end up with full custody of Pearl as well. I sued Betty and her boyfriend for their affair, and I used the money to move us into a new town. I knew it would be hard on Pearl, but I didn't want her to be going to school with so many rumors about her mom. Of course, if one day Pearl says that she wants to reconnect with Betty, I won't fight it, but for now, my priority is my daughter and her alone. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.